sophomore from South Holland, Illinois, wearing number 11, Benji Brokema. Batting second and playing in center field is a freshman hailing from Portage, Michigan, number 19, Zach McDonald. Hitting third, the catcher for the Red Hawks, a senior out of Powell, Ohio, wearing number 15, Cole Andrews. Batting cleanup, the third baseman for the Red Hawks, a freshman from Calhoun, Georgia, wearing number 26, Parker Lester. In the fifth spot, the designated hitter for Miami, a freshman coming from Zionsville, Indiana, number 29, David Novak. Playing second base and hitting sixth is a junior from Waterloo, Ontario, number 6, Brian Zack. The Red Hawks' seventh batter will play first base and is a redshirt junior hailing from Wilmington, Ohio. It's number 20, Stephen Krause. And hitting eighth, playing shortstop, a graduate out of Miami, Florida, number 22, Willie Escala. Batting ninth today, the left fielder for Miami, a senior from Farmington Hills, Michigan, number 12, Nick Neibauer. And starting on the mound today for the Red Hawks with a record of 2-2, right-handed sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, number 8, Tyler Ronovich.
The bonds of brotherhood and baseball. As this band of Bobcat baseball brothers battles Miami this weekend, Brad's senior Cale Baker is playing for another set of Bobcat brothers, too. His actual brothers. His older brother Blake is an alum, and his younger brother Luke is an OU student, too.
Kind of cool little thing how like my older brother went here, and then my younger brother went here, and I'm the one in between them, so I thought it was a kind of viewed Miami, you know, through softball when they beat them, when football beat them, when basketball played them, you know, just how in depth it is, and just kind of, you know, one of those rivalries. And like it is like in any rivalry, like I'm really excited, you know, to be a part of it, to be on the winning side of it when we go into Oxford and take 3 or 4 games from them.
The highly decorated Gahanna Lincoln product returns to Southwest Ohio, close to where his college career began. He's had 4 stops, and he believes that
everything happens for a reason. And, you know, to me, there's a reason I left Cincinnati. There's a reason that I was able to go to Wabash and have the success I did. There was a reason that the Ole Miss coaching staff recruited me. There was a reason that I was able to play in those environments and at that level. And then there's a reason why I'm here.
What's he learned from it all? What would he tell those hoping to compete on the collegiate level?
Go somewhere that you feel comfortable. You know, in all those places that I've just named off and that I played baseball at, you know, it was a comfortability thing. Like, you know, a relationship with the coaches, seeing myself, you know, getting a degree from that school and feeling like it's a home environment and feeling it's somewhere that, you know, I was wanted, and that the coaches wanted me for not only my baseball abilities, but, you know, my character, my personality, and, you know, my hard work and aspiring love to the game of baseball.
Being comfortable as a Cat really seemed to click 2 weekends ago when he mashed at Eastern Michigan.
This would be a fine time for one of his biggest hits as a Bobcat. First and second, the runners. 3-1, fly ball center field deep, way back there. Warning track wall gone. A Bobcat Cale Baker blast. And Ohio takes the lead in the 8th. It is 8-6. Cale Baker with his first bomb as a Bob.
He's 7 for his last 18 with 10 ribbies in his last 6 games. The pre-series breakdown with assistant coach Kirby McGuire really fell back on the fundamentals.
It was just, hey, like, let's stop focusing so much on mechanics, on approach, and let's just go up there and, you know, have fun. Like, let's see ball, hit ball. You know, when you break it down to something like that, like it's so much more simple and so much more easy to understand. And kind of like what I told you around the turtle on Saturday was like, hey, like, we're just having fun. Like, it's having fun and, you know, going out there and just playing baseball like the game that I played when I was 4 years old.
So he can hit the long ball while rocking the long locks. The man with the big mitt makes the mullet magical. And it all started as a high school sophomore.
My older brother and then one of our buddies who played football, we all were like, hey, like, let's see who can grow our hair the longest. And my older brother was a senior, and the kid that we were doing it with was a junior, and I was a sophomore. So I was like, all right, for sure, like, I'll definitely be able to grow it the longest just because, like, you know, I'm here longer and, you know, they're going to graduate and whatever. So it kind of started like that.
It was cut short, literally cut short, because of team policy at UC. But when he went to Wabash Valley,
You know, like, I liked my long hair, like, I'm a grown out. So then it just kind of continued to go up until now. And, like, you asked me if that was kind of like my trademark. It's funny because, like, that's how a lot of people, like, recognize me.
his hair even had its own Twitter account at Ole Miss. No joke. But what makes Cat fans really crack a smile is when Kale contorts. His catching pass helps his nimble nature when he picks and stretches. That really was made in Mississippi, too.
0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to first, back of the bag. Flagged by Baker. He's got it and runs to the sack for the out. He really fields a good first base. The ball club appreciates him as he tried to catch a whole bunch of baseballs that were thrown in his direction as he ran to the dugout.
He's 6', 260, and folks often say, how'd he make that play?
It doesn't surprise me that people always say that, but it is funny when someone will be like, I'll make a play, and then, like, the first base coach for another team will be like, man, I didn't think you were going to make that play at all. Like, that was surprising, and I just kind of laugh, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I get that a lot.
As for the approach, it's game by game with big picture in mind with this big series against the biggest rival.
We want to be number one. So, you know, we're doing everything we can to get to that first place MAC and, you know, get ourselves into that conference tournament and a potential for, you know, further down the road postseason play. And, you know, this is a big series.
All kinds of Bobcat brothers hope to bond over rolling past the Redhawks.
Fly ball center and deep. Way back there, Kale Baker, and that ball is gone. Straightaway center again. Back-to-back days with a Bobcat blast for Kale Baker.
It's 18-17 and 10-10 Ohio University and the 17-23 and 10-12 Miami University Redhawks. And from McKee Field at Hayden Park in Oxford, Ohio, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. I'm Russ Eisenstein. It's the 250th all-time baseball Battle of the Bricks, and our visit with head coach Craig Moore is next. This is Bobcat Baseball. Big series against the biggest rival. It's Ohio and Miami. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. Before we get into this series, we talked on air and off air at Eastern Michigan about the objectives that you wanted between the MAC series with the non-conference weekend, the doubleheader against Canisius and non-con against Moorhead, but more so trying to get guys healthy. Did that time achieve what you wanted it to?
Yeah, it did. You know, we were able to hold out a couple pitchers last weekend just to kind of get them, you know, rested up a little bit for this stretch run that we're getting into the last 4 weekends, and some position players, you know, kind of got them off their feet, you know, by lightening up practice times and things like that. So yeah, I feel like we accomplished what we set out to accomplish during that 7 to 10 day period.
Maybe more so than any other time during my time at Ohio, which has been your time at Ohio. Has there been a department emphasis on this series, this type of game, playing Miami, and mentioning it to Kale Baker? He was excited about it because of
to not only the current student athletes at Ohio University, but the alumni. You know, the alumni base of you know, football or basketball or baseball. You know, we had Steve Swisher, you know, made a video this morning about beating Miami and kind of giving our guys a pep talk, and I thought that was pretty cool. You know, and so yeah, our guys they know what this weekend means.
To quote your pitching coach Tim Brown, April's for pretenders and May is for contenders. You guys are contenders now.
Yeah, you know, going into the bye weekend, you know, we were in 4th place, and when you don't play 4 games and everybody else is playing, you feel like, you know, there's an opportunity for those teams to gain some ground on you and pass you, but you know, that didn't happen. You know, we continued to be in 4th place going into this weekend, and so you know, we've definitely, like I told the guys this morning, we've earned the right to be in the spot that we are in. Now it's just a matter of just going out and making things happen.
The guys that have been producing continue to produce, but I want to hit on some guys at the bottom portion of the middle of your lineup who are in your lineup today. Spencer Harbert has a 7-game hitting streak. Will Sturrock has been on base 16 straight games. Why have they been consistent for you at this time of the year for you? And what does it do for you?
Well, I mean, with Spencer, Spencer's got a lot of at-bats under his belt, and so it was just a matter of time to kind of get him going, and he's starting to kind of get in that rhythm that he showed last year, and at the Will's just a guy that, he'll get a hit here and there, but he'll draw a walk, he'll get hit by a pitch, and those are all things that you have to do to get on base, and so it's good to see some guys. We challenged some guys last weekend to step up their game, and they did, and moving forward, hopefully they can continue that trend.
It's a big series for you. It's a big series for Miami, and they're chasing you. They're number one in the league offensively in hits, but they're also number one in striking out. When you take a look at those things, what else sticks out to you in addition to those?
They're very aggressive. They do a lot of things offensively in terms of utilizing the running game. They utilize the small game with bunt for hits and things like that. So it's an offense that even though, like you mentioned, they may strike out a little bit more than others, but they're still going to find their ways to get opportunities to score runs.
Good luck.
All right, thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Stay tuned. Lineups and the start of the ball game come next. Game 1 of a 4-game series in Oxford. It's Ohio and Miami, and this is Bobcat Baseball.
Bobcat Baseball is brought to you by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, Hugh White, and CareSource. It is a beautiful day in Southwest Ohio. It is 18-17 and 10-10 Ohio University, and the 17-23 and 12-15 Miami University Redhawks. If you're ready, here are today's lineups. First, with a mark to this point of 2-2. With a 4.54 ERA, this is his 7th start. He has gone the distance one time. Now for Danny Hayden, the 9th-year head coach of Miami, here's the Red Hawk 9. Leading off and playing in right field, Benji Brokmund. Batting second, center fielder Zach McDonald. In the 3-hole, catcher Cole Andrews. Cleanup, Lester Parker, the third baseman. David Novak hits 5th. He's the DH. Brian Zapp is the second baseman. He hits 6th, and he wears number 6. Batting 7th, the first baseman, Stephen Krause. In the 8-hole, shortstop, William Escala. And rounding out the lineup and playing in left field is Nick Niebauer. On the mound for the red and white is Tyler Ronovich. He's 2-2 with a 7.24 ERA. He's struck out 33. He's walked 14. This is his 10th appearance. This is his 6th start. Ronovich wears 8. He's a sophomore. He's from Columbus, Ohio. It is a beautiful day for baseball, all things considered. This has been just an awful weather year. And so by comparison, this 60-degree day feels like an 80-degree day and an incredibly important series for both ball clubs. Ohio's ahead of the red and white. The green and white has a chance to anchor their position in the top 4 in the league. This is meeting 250 all-time between these historic MAC rivals, and the first one, Isaiah Peterson, misses up and away. It is 1-0. Game time temperature is 62 degrees. Winds out of the east in this northeast-facing ballpark at 11 miles per hour. Ronovich to Isaiah Peterson to lead it off. Right on left to start, and Peterson waits in the pitch. Change-up strike in the outside edge. It is 2-2. Dimensions at this all-field turf ballpark 332 down the lines, 384 to the alley and right, 376 to the power alley and left, 400 to straightaway center field. It's about a 7.5, 8-foot high wall. This is smashed on the ground to first on two knees to pick it up, and he'll run to the bag as Krause for the 3 unassisted out. Peterson's down, and here's A.J. Roush. Roush, Ohio's right fielder, has made a couple of really good defensive plays this year. He wears number 7 on the gray uniform top. Ohio in the grays with the script Bobcats in green trimmed in white. Numeral on the back in green. And the pitch, hit on the ground wide of third foul. It is 0-1. Including this weekend, it's 4 conference series remaining. And Ohio currently is 3rd in the league, behind Central Michigan and Ball State. We'll see the Cardinals in a couple of weeks. In Muncie, 0-1, check swing. They'll appeal. He didn't go around. It is 1-1. Bobcats up the 4. Toledo's the 3. Central the 1. Ball State the 2. Miami currently the 6th in the league with Kent State ahead of them. 1-1, golf to left and deep. This ball's way back, and that ball is gone off the scoreboard and left. Ring it up for A.J. Roush. A Bobcat blast gives Ohio a 1-0 lead to start. Roush with his 6th homer, the ball club's 33rd. RBI number 31 for A.J. Roush, the redshirt freshman. Gets right against the Red Hawks, going off the scoreboard and left. That was about 2/3 of the way up that board. And Ohio's on top 1-0, 1 gone, top of the first. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. You could tell off the crack of the bat it had a chance. The left fielder, Niebauer, turned, looked, and saw it bang off the board. First one low and outside. From Ronovich to Colin Kasperbauer, Ohio's best hitter, hitting .387. 4th in the league in batting average, 19th in slugging, 6th in OBP. Next one misses low and outside, 2-0 the count. Left-handed batter, Colin Kasperbauer. In the league, Ohio in homers is 8th. Miami is 7th. This is shot foul down the line and left. 2 balls and a strike. 1 gone, top of the first. How about announcing your presence with authority against your rival and meeting .250 all-time between these two? The oldest MAC schools. On number 2. Here's Mason Minzy. He hits .326. 6 homers, 36 runs batted in. Ohio won the series at Eastern Michigan 2 weekends ago. They swept the doubleheader last weekend at home over Canisius. In there, too, was a loss to Morehead State, 13-12. There was no midweek game this week. Here's Minzy, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Minzy in the league, 6th in slugging. Minzy, 15th in runs scored. 10th in ribbies, and he's one of the top in hitting doubles. Takes a ball, it's 1-1. Red Hawks are in the white pinstriped uniforms. Miami in script across the chest in red. The pinstripes are in red. Big swing and a miss from Minzy. 2 strikes on him with 2 gone in the top of the first. This is a massive series for both ball clubs. Ronovich, not their best starter. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to short, to his right to pick it up. Piscala plants, throws high to first, but they got a tall first baseman in Krause, and he makes the play, and the inning's done. But Roush rings up the first run of the ball game. A solo shot, a tape measure tater off the scoreboard and left. Ohio 1, Miami coming up. Bobcat Baseball on the radio or internet audio is presented by McDonald's with 4 locations in Southeast Ohio, 2 in Athens, 1 in Nelsonville, 1 in the Plains. This is Bobcat Baseball. Park. Nice crowd on a nice Friday, and the first one is thrown to the turf and to the backstop by Eddie. It is 1-0. Broekman to 351 hitter, no homers and 17 runs batted in. Ohio on top 1-0 on the solo shot for A.J. Roush in the top of the first. Cut misses low and outside to the right-handed hitter, the right fielder Broekman. It is 2-0. This year has been the Friday starter, and he pumps in a strike. It is 2-1. He didn't start his year as a starter, or his career as a starter, rather, but he's making his 10th start, his 11th appearance. He's 2-3 with a 4.76 ERA. Next one's fouled back by Brown on a breaking ball, strike 3 from Eddie Cutt. Broekman is strikeout victim number 1. Here's Zach McDonald, their center fielder. McDonald hits 308. Nolan.com, the RPI of 301 measured teams. This is a foul ball at the plate, just tap foul at the plate. Minzy had to wait for it to come down, but it wasn't. Ohio's RPI is 133. Miami's is 2. The MAC as a conference teams in Division I college baseball. And there's just one in the MAC that's in the top 100. And that's Central Michigan at 86. Ball State at 120. Next one's fouled back over the screen. Out of play. 2 strikes on Zach McDonald. Beautiful day for baseball. Sun out, lights are on, and the pitch. Change up, I guess, missed low. A 4-game series here in Southwest Ohio. Cut brings it home, swing and a miss, strike 3. Frisbeed it past him for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. Here's Cole Andrews. So Cut with the strikeout. That is his 56th this year. Hits 302. This is popped up, foul, down the line and right, now to play. Andrews, 7 homers and 40 runs batted in. He's 13th in the league in slugging, 12th in runs scored, 6th in hits. 3rd in doubles, 9th in ribbies. Good ball player. Takes a strike, right-handed hitting catcher. 0-2 to him. Ohio on top 1-0. Cut trying to strike out the Red Hawks in the bottom of the first, and he just did. 3 Ks to start the day for Eddie Cut with a K. And Ohio on top 1-0 as we go to the second. Presented by McDonald's. This is Bobcat Baseball. Apologize for the momentary technical difficulties. Going cell phone internet connection here in Miami as we are down to the top of the second inning with Ohio on top 1-0. Plug-in internet dropped out on us. Cell phone internet. Hopefully it stays solid here on Red Hawk Wireless. And Ohio leads at 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. Spencer Harbert leads it off, and he chops this one up the line at third. It's a fair ball. It is played by Parker, bobbled by Parker, and on is Harbert. It is an E5, and Harbert will start it off. So a bouncing ball right on the chalk at third, and this is a field turf surface, so it is a favorable hop always, and thus Ohio gets the leadoff man on. Here's Will Sturrock. As mentioned with Craig Moore, this is a part of the lineup where Ohio has had success. Harbert has a 7-game hitting streak. Sturrock's been on base 16 straight games. And he hits here now with the man at first and nobody gone in the top of the second. Ohio on top 1-0. Sturrock hits .341. No homers, 7 runs batted in. And he takes one low and outside from the Miami starter, Tyler Ronovich. It is 2-0. Bobcats on top 1-0 on the solo shot by A.J. Roush in the top of the first. Harbert's going, hit and run on, bouncing ball to third, clanged off the glove again of Parker, but he was at the bag in foul territory. And it is a strike and 2 balls here to Will Sturrock. This is an all-field turf surface, the red M trimmed in white behind home plate. It is really close from the backstop to the dish. Alternating light and green swaths of field turf all the way out. It's a good-looking field. There's a strike to Sturrock. Lights are on here, but we don't really need them right now. And I'm pretty sure we won't need them for the bulk of the day. 62 degrees. This is on the northeast part of their campus in beautiful Oxford, Ohio. Throw to first back in time is Harbert. He nearly didn't get there in Willie Mays Hayes fashion. I was thinking he was expecting a little bit more slide, but the field turf didn't allow it. 2-2 the count and the pitch. Sturrock takes high, good eye. Tried to flip in a breaking ball and came up empty. 3-2. Bobcats all-time against Miami, 134 wins. Redhawks have won 14. There's been one tie. Meeting 250 all-time at the Battle of the Bricks, Ohio and Miami. Payoff pitch, runner goes. Pitch misses high, it's ball 4, and a great start to the second inning here for the Cats. Harbert to second, Sturrock at first. Bobcat baseball in the second inning is presented by People's Bank, working together, building success. Here's Michael Richardson. He's been old, reliable in the lineup for Ohio, a .270 hitter with a homer and 13 runs batted in. First and second, the runners, nobody gone. Top of the second, 1-0 Ohio. Squared to bunt, pulled it back. It's low. It is 1-0. Ohio doesn't run a ton, but with runners on first and second, to start off an inning, you've got a chance to do a whole lot of stuff here. You could go double steal. You can bunt. You can put the onus on the opposition. You could butcher boy it too. Squaring to bunt, it's Richardson. Good bunt in front of the mound. Going to be a tough play. Down to get it, throw to first in time from Ronovich, but a sacrifice is complete. 1-3. To third goes Harbert. To second goes Sturrock. Nice job, Michael Richardson. Here's Cale Baker. Cale's hitting .185. 2 homers and 14 runs batted in, but that doesn't tell the whole story of what he's been able to do. 7 for his last 18. He's had 10 ribbies in his last 6 games. And the pitch to the burly first baseman cuts through and misses. It is 0-1. Second and third, the runners. Ohio early up 1-0, top of the second. Baker started his college career at UC. And the pitch. Same pitch, same result. It's 0-2. From Columbus. You heard his story in the pregame open. Hopefully you caught that. where we talked about a whole lot of stuff. We talked about his hair. We talked about his flexibility, his hitting, his approach, what he's learned at all the stops. This is a slider low and outside. Nice job by catcher Andrews to skid back of the left-handed box to save it. A ball and 2 strikes. And we talked about putting the fun in fundamentals. And he's certainly done that. Good RBI chance for him here in the 8 spot. Takes one high. Fastball that was over but high. 2-2. He said his message to anybody wanting to play college baseball, he said, go to where you're wanted. Felt wanted at Ohio, and they want him to have a good at-bat, but he eyes a strike on the outside edge. It's strike 3. Borderline for sure. 2 strikes, got a swing. He didn't. There's 2 gone. Here's Xavier Hendiges, who left the game at Eastern Michigan 2 weekends ago with a shoulder problem, but he's back in the lineup now. Hendiges hits .310. 18 for 58. This is his 20th start. No homers and 6 runs batted in. 0-1 the count. Runners on second and third here. Uses a red bat against the Red Hawks in the pitch. Hit on the ground to second. To his left, zap. Sidearm throw. Nearly pulled the first baseman off the bag, but a long outfield stretch to Krause. And Ohio had a run-scoring chance there and comes up empty. Had 2 on, nobody out. Ohio doesn't score. 1-0 Cats as we go to the bottom of the second in Southwest Ohio, presented by People's Bank. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball. Thanks for making Bobcat Baseball a part of your Friday afternoon, wherever you are having your Friday afternoon. It'll be 5 o'clock at some point on a Friday, but you can start off early as you listen to Bobcat Baseball in the bottom of the second inning with Ohio on top 1-0. And the first pitch is flown foul by Lester Parker down the line and left and out of play. Parker, their third baseman, left-handed hitter, hits .277 with no homers and 12 runs batted in. Bobcats on top 1-0 on the A.J. Roush. Bang off the scoreboard and left. Redhawks has struck out 3 times. This won't be a strikeout. Room service hop for Baker at first on a bouncer. Runs to the bag for the out. 4 up, 4 down for Miami. Here's David Novak, their DH. Their DH is making his 9th start, his 15th game. He hits .394, which is 13 for 33 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. Shoots this to third, well off the bag. Casper Bauer plants, throws, got him by a step and a half. 5 up, 5 down to start. That's more like it. Here's Brian Zapp. .248 hitter, 3 homers, and 17 runs batted in. 1-0 Ohio, bottom of the second inning. As mentioned, the Redhawks 6th in the league right now, behind Kent State, behind Ohio, behind Toledo. The top 2 will be the top 2 all year. Bouncing ball to short. Easy pickings for Hendiges. Throws to first in time, and that's back-to-back 1-2-3 racks for Cats. Ohio 1, Miami nothing. As we go to the third on a Friday in Oxford. Presented by People's Bank, this is Bobcat Baseball. Third inning from Oxford, presented by the Union Street Diner. Online at unionstreetdiner.com. They never close. Ohio on top 1-0. Back to the top of the lineup with Isaiah Peterson against Tyler Ronovich, the 2-2 starter for Miami, making his 6th start. Tall righty brings it home, and that missed outside to the left-handed hitter. It's 1-0. Bobcats in the grays, green helmets. Redhawks in the whites, pinstripe in red with red lids. Right on left in the 1-0 pitch. Inside, nearly hit him. It's 2-0 on a changeup. Bobcats got to scenic Middletown, Ohio yesterday. That's a first. We're staying there. 2-0, low and away. It's 3-0. It's about, 45 minutes over here. And we stayed at a lot of spots when we come to Miami, but Middletown is the first. It's a first. Home of Kyle Schwarber. This one misses outside. It's ball 4. So Isaiah Peterson starts it off with a leadoff walk. Here's A.J. Roush. If he hits a homer here, it's his second, and it's Ohio on top 3-0. I keep commenting about the day because the weather to this point this year has just been a train wreck. But today, it is really nice. Squaring the bunt, pulling it back, but actually offering as he was running across the plate is Roush. It is 0-1. We've had snow. We've had rain. We've had rain turn to snow. We've had wind. We've had ice. We've had doubleheaders, back-to-back days. There is some rain in the forecast this weekend, but it's not snow. 0-1, fouled off. Right field side out of play. I'm told that a lot of the hotels in Oxford or Hamilton or wherever are full up this weekend, so therefore we're in Middletown. And Athens, some people think it's remote. Throw to first, chases the runner back. It's harder to get to Oxford than it is to Athens because there just aren't a whole lot of straight line roads here. If you're coming from Columbus, it's straight shot. Here, you weave and bob, and it's like a roller coaster ride. Pitch misses outside. It is 1-2. Nobody gone. Top of the third, 1-0 Ohio. It's pretty. It's a beautiful campus. It is certainly a lot in common with Ohio. This is fouled back, and thus that's why they're rivals. And if you're around for a long time, you're rivals. I've known Steve Baker for a long time, so therefore we're rivals. Long-time likable voice of the Redhawks. No, we're not rivals. We're friends. Throw over to first. Back in time as a runner. But familiarity breeds contempt. And there are a lot of commonalities between these two schools, but differences, and that's what makes it fun. 1-2 with a runner going. Swing and a miss, strike three. Throw down to second, and safe. The throw was to the first base side of the bag. Peterson got a not really good jump. A good throw from Andrews gets him, with Zapp taking the throw, but sliding past the tag opportunity head first. Isaiah Peterson in scoring position after the strikeout of Roush. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. So a stolen base. Ohio doesn't do that a ton. That's stolen base number 22 in 31 attempts. That's pretty light for this deep in a year. Pete now 6 for 9. Runner in scoring position for Ohio's Colin Kasperbauer. And the pitch. High, it's 1-0. Kasperbauer grounded out in the first. Ohio's best hitter at .387. Colin Kasperbauer. Nice smattering of Bobcat fans are here. His parents generally make the trip. It's a long one from Sioux City, Iowa, but it's closer than it is to Athens. This is popped up short, shallow left, towards the line, eyeing it. It is Niebauer. He makes the squeeze for out number 2, and retreating back to second is Isaiah Peterson. Here's Mason Minzy. But it is something that you could be proud of, the historic rivalry between these two schools. I mean, that's something. To be playing for this long, to be around for this long, to be the last two, basically, charter members of the league standing. Ohio's the last charter member. Miami came in a year later. But all the history for sure between these two teams, these two programs, these two universities. The baseball Battle of the Bricks turns 250 today. It is Miami's most played series. Pitch to Minzy is low and inside. It's 1-0. Runner at second, 2 gone. Top of 3, 1-0 Ohio on the first inning. A.J. Roush, round tripper. This is one of 2 series that Miami has on the books that's north of 200 games. Kent State. Stephen Krause leads off the bottom of the third inning for Miami, with Ohio on top 2-0 to start. Aware of some technical difficulties here, so thanks for hanging with us. Trying to get connected these days is sometimes more difficult than playing the game, so thanks for hanging with us. 1-2 is the count, with Ohio on top 2-0 here as we go to the bottom of the third. Strike 3. Down goes Krause. That's a 4th strikeout of the ballgame for Eddie Cutt. Here's William Escala, their shortstop. Escala, their shortstop, hits number 8 in their lineup. Left-handed hitter, hitting .255 with the homer and 15 runs batted in. Bobcats on top 2-0, and this is smashed to the gap in right center field. This ball is deep, and it bangs off the wall. Hitting first and speeding into second, not stopping is Escala. He will fly into third with the belly flop head first side. It is a triple. When he hit the ball, he knew it was not 2, but he knew it was 3. There was no break in his gait as he got to the bag at second. He just kept on going as it was fielded by Peterson and flung back in. A triple for the Redhawks with 1 gone in the third. Here is Nick Niebauer, their left fielder. Hits .270 with 2 homers and 24 runs batted in. 2-0 Ohio. Runner at third to start it off here in the third. Bouncing ball to first. Baker fields, goes to the bag, throw to the plate late on a headfirst slide by Escala. It is 2-1. He had to wait for a moment because Baker was off the bag and in. And he made the decision to turn, run to the bag at first. And when that happened on that movement, Escala sped home. And so it's 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 gone, bases clear. Back to the top of the lineup for Benji Brokman. Their right fielder struck out in the first inning. 2-1 the score, Ohio on top in the bottom of the third. Cut brings it home, smashed on the ground to third, foul. I guess technically, well, not technically, literally, Baker could have come home and they would have had him in the hot box between home and third, and there would have been a run down there. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count. But up 2-0, he thought, well, I could get to the bag in Baker, and then the throw to the plate was just a tad late. This is smashed past the diving glove of Hindigas at short and in the left. Base hit here for Benji Brokman. Here's Zach McDonald. McDonald struck out in the first. Cut. Struck out the Red Hawks in the first inning. McDonald, the right-handed hitter, in the pitch. Cuts through and misses a breaking ball. It is 0-1. 78-mile-per-hour change of pace from Eddie Cutts as the scoreboard readout. Is that fairly accurate, we think, the scoreboard gun? Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, it's fine. Just guesstimate. Pitch misses low. Check swing, he didn't go. Just put a chalkboard up in your car and just write down how fast you think you're going. And that way you could tell the officer, look, I thought I was going 55. You can't prove otherwise. You're not the boss of me. 1-1 the count, 2 gone, runner at first in the pitch. Smoke to second, Richardson flips to Hindigas at second for the out on the force, and the inning's done. But a 1-out triple, that caused some issues. Escala then scored. 2 hits in the inning for Miami, their first 2 hits of the day. We go to the fourth, 2-1 Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball. Oh, nice. Yeah, that would be a record. Fourth inning Bobcat Baseball on the radio or internet audio is presented by GoMart. Marty, the GoMart Gopher, and GoMart. Go for the good times. Go for GoMart. Good times early here, 2-1 Ohio as we go to the fourth. From Oxford, Ohio, and the 250th meeting between these two schools. Ohio leads it off here against Tyler Ronovich with Michael Richardson. And the first one misses outside. It's 1-0. Ohio, the green and white today in gray, and a couple of the Cats using red bats against the Red Hawks. This a red and black stick with 2 white batting gloves, a gentle rock from Richardson, and the right on, right offering. This is up and away. At 88 miles per hour, it is 2-0. We'll check scores as we go along. We'll talk about whatever as we go along. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. 3 o'clock first pitch tomorrow. It's a doubleheader. We'll be here till about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Near first. Into foul territory now, and making the play is Krause. That was foul ground by maybe 5 feet, and Richardson is retired. Here's Cale Baker. Baker struck out in the second. Ohio on top 2-1. A.J. Roush with the homer and an RBI flip of a single to right by Spencer Harbert to add to his hitting streak, now 8 games. Baker, Ohio's deceptively flexible, burly first baseman, takes one high. It's 1-0. You heard in the pregame open, he has catching as a background in baseball. And so the flexibility that he had as a catcher helped him with stretches that people don't think he can make at first, but he always does. 1-0. There's a strike in the outside edge. It's 1-1. And it happens often when a first base coach for the opposition sees him make that play, and then that first base coach says, "I'm surprised you made that play." And Baker responds by saying, "Yeah, I get that a lot." And the pitch. That's well outside. 2-1. Just a generally likable guy. I'm sure he had a lot of fun in Oxford, Mississippi. And now playing, it's a 1 p.m. start tomorrow? That's good. And the pitch. High. 3-1 the count. The Ole Miss Rebel turned Bobcat, who played home games in Oxford, and now playing a road game in Oxford. Different Oxford. 3-1, fly ball to right, hit pretty well, going back on a Brokeman, backpedals and makes the catch. Shoulder high off his left shoulder, one-handed. And there's 2 up, 2 down here in the Bobcat fourth. Here's Xavier Hindigas. 9-man in the lineup, Ohio's right-handed hitting shortstop. Ohio's been able to get through some injuries, and Hindigas, one of those guys that has had to battle through injury, but Ohio's done okay through injury. Pitch bows him back. It was slightly up and in, 1-0. Shoulder deal for him, and he'll play through it. You remember he left the game at Eastern, but Ohio had a pretty good replacement in Nick Dolan. Next one, slider low and outside at 84, 2-0. Tyler Ronovich, not their best starter. We'll see their better pitchers as we go. 2-0, missed, 3-0. The Red Hawks have the 4th best in totality pitching numbers in the league. They're 9th in fielding. They're 6th in hitting. 3-0 pitch coming. High, ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches to the 9-man in the lineup. And no matter how good a 9-man is in a lineup, you never want to walk the 9-man if you're pitching. Here, it's Isaiah Peterson with the man aboard, and Ohio on top 2-1 as we're in the top of the 4th inning. Ohio, by comparison, 4th in the MAC in hitting, 6th in pitching, 7th in fielding. Ohio's next air will be its 41st. Ohio's next double play will be its blackjack 21st. If you're wondering, yes, there is a casino and exit down from the hotel, and no, I won't be going. Fly ball foul, third base side out of play. There are no table games at the what they call Racino, just north of Cincinnati, which is upsetting development. And the pitch, low and inside. 2-2. I'm not a big slots guy, but they got him there. There's also actual live racing, so I might be able to check that out. All of Southwest Ohio's my oyster. Bouncing ball to second, to his right, Zap. Underhand toss to the bag with Escala covering to force out Hindigus, and the inning's done. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 3.5. 2-1 Ohio. We're presented by Go Mart. In Oxford, this is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the fourth inning's on. Welcome back to Oxford. Ohio on top 2-1. Game 1 of a 4-game series on the air just about 12:50 tomorrow for a 1 o'clock first pitch, a 7 and a 9 tomorrow. Eddie Cutt cruising here into the fourth, giving up the triple to start it off in the third. And Miami did score on a ground out, but Ohio on top 2-1, and Eddie Cutt's looking good. And the 1-0 just missed outside. It's 2-0 to the right-handed hitting Cole Andrews. He is their best hitter. 3-0-2. In a lot of ways, he's their best hitter. Not statistically, that's Broekman. This is looped foul up the line at third. A strike and 2 balls here to Cole Andrews, who struck out in the first. This is a vital series for Miami. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It's 2-2. That looked pretty good, and it was flipped in there by Eddie Cutt, who has 4 strikeouts today. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. He's got 5 Ks now, and Andrews banged that bat into the field turf on the right-handed batter's box, and he glared and yelled at the home plate arbiter. But that's not going to change the call. That's a big punchy to get Cole Andrews out. Here's Lester Parker, their left-handed hitting third baseman. He grounded out to start the second. 2-1 Ohio, bottom of the fourth inning in Oxford. And the first one to Parker is low. It's 1-0. Mentioned the Redhawks' Warren Nolan rating, RPI rating at 246. Ohio's at 133. Toledo at 162. Kent at 189. This is shot foul down the line at third. And the left field line. 1-1 the count. Kent State at 189, and they're 15-20 and 10-12. The Golden Flashes probably haven't been in this position in a long time. 2-1 the count. 1 gone, bottom of the fourth. Ohio on top 2-1. Cutt uses the extreme right sliver of that pitching rubber. And time called. Ohio had the series win over Kent State, weekend 3 of MAC play. 2-2, fouled back to the screen. Somebody always jumps. 2-2. Fly ball hit a ton to right. This is towards the gap. Long run off the wall. Peterson was back, Roush back, and that hopped over. And it's a double for Lester Parker. Here's David Novak. Second extra base hit for the Redhawks today. Yeah, that was hit really well right off the bat. You could tell it was going to be extra bases, and it was. They had a triple an inning ago. They have a double now. Tying runner at second, bottom of the fourth, one gone, and the pitch is a strike and a breaking ball to Novak. It is 0-1. Cut from the stretch. Holds the ball in his right hand, has a tan mitt, looks at the runner at second and brings it home. Bounced in. 1-1. Short sample size for Novak, but 13 for 34 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. Wears 29, looks fairly hitterish up there in the red Adidas spikes, and he hits this to left. It should be playable. Gets a little carry, but back on it, making the catch Harbert. And no advancement of the runner from second to third. Play in front of him, sure, but Harbert wouldn't have had a whole ton on that throw in if they tried it. 2 gone. Here's Brian Zapp. Zapp grounded out in the second. Ohio on top 2-1. Last of the fourth. 2 gone. Right on left here. Second baseman. Look at the runner at second and Parker. Long look in the pitch. Swing and a miss. A baffling breaking ball at 79. Throw to second. Back in time on a slide is Parker. It was a daylight play. That's where Hindigas was running back towards the bag. And if there's daylight between the runner and the bag, the throw will be made. But back with the head first slide is Parker. Swinging a tapper right back at the base of the mound. Belt buckle high hop and a throw to first in time. And the inning's done. 1 out double, nothing for Miami. We've played 4, presented by Go-Mart. Ohio 2, Miami 1. This is Bobcat Baseball. Flying along to the fifth. If we were on actual over-the-air radio, we'd have to take a station ID right now. But I guess we could just for fun. 4 o'clock in the east, 3 o'clock in the central time zone, where no doubt my parents are listening today. Thank you so much. If they give up on me, then this thing's sunk. This is Bobcat Baseball from Oxford. We're in the fifth, Ohio on top 2-1. And the Cats will see Tyler Ronovich one more time. And the first one to A.J. Roush is a ball outside. It's 1-0. So it was Parker Lester with the double in the fourth, and he was stranded after they had a triple from Escala the inning prior. And the pitch. That just missed outside. Looked to be a good pitch, but he missed. 2-0 the count. Bobcats with a homer from Roush in the first. Ohio has 2 hits today and 2 runs. That's good run and hit economy. Next one is a strike. 2-1 the count. Miami took 3 innings to get their first hit. They have 3 of them, one of which is scored. 2, 3, and 4 scheduled here for Ohio. And the pitch from Ronovich popped up foul. First base side out of play. Bobcats next weekend have Akron. Then it's at Ball State. And the regular season concludes against Western Michigan in Athens. And we wonder what's on the line through all of that. 2-2 the count. And the pitch to Roush. Popped up into right. Shallow. Starting back Brokeman. Now on the dead run in towards the line. His hat fell off and he makes the catch. Maybe about 8 feet fair. Middle of the line. Down the line and right. And he has to turn around and pick up his lid, but he made the play. 1 gone. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. I can't put a finger on this, and I can't tell you this definitively, but it seems like this year, all across the MAC galaxy, more fielders in the outfield are losing their caps than ever before. I guess kids are choosing sizes that are a couple sizes bigger than their head. Pitch misses outside to Kasperbauer. It's 1-0. I like it nice and snug in a fitted cap. But sometimes you get the marks on your forehead, and that's a problem. Kasperbauer, 0 for 2 today. And the pitch. Missed inside, nearly hit him. He takes a walk. He might have thought that he was hit by the pitch. Been a while since I've purchased a fitted cap. Might need a new brewer lid. And the 2-0, up and away. 3-0 the count on Colin Kasperbauer. Ohio on top 2-1, top of the 5th. Ohio would love win 1 in game 1 of this 4-game series. Here it is from Ronovich. Upstairs, ball 4. Colin Kasperbauer always is in hit mode, but he was in take mode there. And a walk. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks today for Ronovich, who now has 18 on his season. Ohio has struck out 1 time, 2 times. That's 35 on the year for Ronovich, their right-handed starter from Columbus. They don't have height on their roster page, so I'll have to take a look. As Ohio hits with Mason Minzy at the plate, right on left, and that was low and inside. 1-0. Ronovich wears 8. He is 6'5". 187 pounds. Time called, meeting on the mound now. As something might have happened there with Ronovich. Pitching coach out to the mound, and all the infielders are there too. Ohio on top 2-1 in the 5th. After 2 weekends ago, winning the first 3 games of the series against Eastern Michigan. Meeting on the mound done. Pitching coach for Miami back to their third base dugout. They do have activity in their pen. These are all really close confines here. Their bullpen is right next to their dugout, next to their baseball center and hitting building down the line and left. There's a building that used to be a hotel out beyond the right field wall. What is that now? Oh, it's a residence hall now, which I guess is like a hotel. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on a breaking ball against Mason Minzy. Yeah, we stayed in that building. I remember in John Gross's first year or second year as Ohio's head basketball coach. The Miami Inn. Yeah. And so Ohio wins the battle with Miami because the OU Inn is still operational. 1-1 pitch coming. Check swing that apparently was inside and low, and it rolls away from Andrews and up to second on a pass ball. Goes Colin Kasperbauer. So Mason Minzy hits here with a runner in scoring position. Minzy is 10th in the league in runs batted in. Minzy this year is 36. Ohio on top 2-1, top of the 5th. One gone, runner at second. And the pitch. Low and inside. They're trying to flip one in on a breaking ball on the inside portion of Minzy, and he's not buying. 3-1 the count on Ohio's likable cleanup catcher. Asked him how he's doing with all these innings of catching. He said, feels pretty good. 3-1. Swung through a breaking ball at 84. It's 3-2. This is Ohio's 36th game. Minzy has played in now 34, and he started 34. Runner at second. One gone, top of the 5th. Ohio on top, 2-1. Ronovich with the bullpen working behind him, and the pitch. Popped up. Foul near the Miami dugout. Now to play. Counts run full now on Mason Minzy. Told you the max RPI conference-wise via WarrenNolan.com is 23rd. That's between the Big South and the Horizon. Wright State is the best team in the Horizon. They've built a really nice program up the road. SEC is the top, as you would imagine. SEC, ACC, Big 12, Pac-12, Sun Belt, Missouri Valley. That's your top 6. 3-2 the count, one gone, runner at second, and the pitch. Outside, ball 4. They worked off speed to him throughout the bulk of that at-bat, and that's back-to-back walks here. And here's the hot-hitting Spencer Harbert. Casper Bauer at second, Minzy at first. That bullpen getting heated up for Miami, and we wonder how long Tyler Ronovich is going to be around. Ohio can give him the hook right here with the big blast for Harbert. He's starting to get locked in. And the pitch. There's a strike. Good pitch. Outside edge at 85. 35 would have been really something. That is off speed. Like not even a speed. Harbert hits with 2 aboard and the pitch. Up and away. 1-1. Now, what Spencer's done here in this hitting streak, which is now 8 games, has been impressive because clearly something wasn't clicking all the way for him at the start or middle of the year. But if Ohio's going to get to where Ohio wants to get to, Harbert is a big part of that. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little bit off balance. Might have been a slider a little bit away at 80. It is 1-2. Outfield straight up. Pretty deep. 400 to straightaway center. Park plays pretty fairly. Wind just gently blowing in and now has stopped. 1-2 popped up. Foul, first base side out of play. Harbert brought in a run in the third on that flip of a single to right. Did that hit somebody? It almost hit a dog. I think that's a Bobcat dog too. That wouldn't work. The dog's like, why is everybody worried about me right now? I'm fine. 1-2 the count, one gone, and the pitch. Harbert takes, low and away. Good eye. 2-2. Ohio on top 2-1. We're in the 5th. Generally, it happens this way with runners on and important pitches. The pace of play slows down. Called strike 3 on the outside edge at 79. Changeup on the outside black, and that was brought back in by Cole Andrews. So there's a strikeout, the third on the day for Ronovich, and it comes down to Will Sturrock. Ohio's right-handed hitting DH. 2-1 Cats. On at second is Casper Bauer after he walked. On at first is Minzy after a walk. Right on right here in the top of the 5th in the pitch. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Tim Harmon tweets at us saying he's feeling a big Bobcat inning. Well, it's going to happen with 2 outs, Tim. Loyal Bobcat supporter up in Northwest Ohio. Sure, he sold about 5-6 cars today. 0-1 offering to Will Sturrock. Low, knocked down by Andrews, gets away, up 90 feet go the runners. On a wild pitch. So now, 2 aboard, 2 in scoring position. Ohio has a chance here with Will Sturrock. Ronovich from the stretch and the pitch. Line drive down the line and left, base hit. It will roll towards the corner and it clears the bases. A 2 RBI stand-up double for Will Sturrock, and Ohio on top 4-1. And this is a nice inning for the Cats in the 5th. Sturrock's been on base now 17 straight games. Sturrock, making his 12th start, picks up RBIs 8 and 9 on double number 3 on the year, and the ball club's 76th. 4-1 Ohio here in the 5th. Tim Harmon was like Nostradamus there, predicting a big inning, and he got it. Nicely done with 2 gone, and Ronovich is gone. Pitching coach out to the mound. There's the change, and we'll step aside. Ohio with 2 gone in the 5th. A 2 RBI double for Will Sturrock. Chases Ronovich from the contest. 4-1 Cats, middle innings here in Oxford. This is Bobcat Baseball. New pitcher into the ballgame for Miami is Ryan Starr with 2 R's. Freshman from Avon, Ohio. Ryan Starr into the ballgame for Miami. As we go to the pen for the Redhawks. 4-1 Ohio. We're in the top of the 5th. 2 RBI, 2 out double for Will Sturrock. First, the numbers on Starr. This is his 11th appearance. 15 innings. He's given up 15 hits, 14 runs, 12 earned. 16 walks, 19 strikeouts. ERA at 7.20. Opposition average, not as high as you might imagine, at 2.54. With Ohio up by 3, Michael Richardson faces off against him for the first time, with Sturrock on at second. There's 2 gone, and the first one misses up and away. Ohio as a team with 2 outs is hitting .255. Ohio with runners in scoring position hitting .339. But now, in limited opportunities, Will Sturrock is 6 for 14 with runners in scoring position. That's nice. And the pitch, fouled back. A ball and a strike on Michael Richardson, Ohio's 7-hole hitting second baseman. 4-1 Ohio in the 5th. Richardson had a sacrifice in the second, popped out in the fourth. Hits here now in the fifth. And the pitch. Low. 2-1. Bobcats last year against the Red Hawks split the 4-game series. Ohio won game 1 3-1, won game 2 1-0, but then lost games 3 and 4 combined 17-6. Next one's low. 3-1 the count with 2 gone and a runner at second, and Ohio on top 4-1. Fifth inning of Bobcat baseball presented by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. Ooh, that'd be nice. A little double steak burger platter with fries and salad and chicken fingers and fries on the side, you know. That's the way to do it. 3-1, low, gets away and up 90 feet to third on a pass ball goes Will Sturrock. So runners on the corners here. That's a third walk of the inning. It was 5 walks for Ronovich. Here's Cale Baker. You can't close the book on him because Sturrock is his responsibility at second. He did strike out 3, but he gave up the solo homer for A.J. Rouse in the first. Ohio would then add on with the Harbert single in the third. Here's Baker, and that's boxed on a pitch low. It's 1-0. Andrews has had to work this inning, the Miami catcher. Runner at third. That's Sturrock. On at first is Richardson. Baker trying to have the big hit and the pitch. That's low. They appeal. He didn't go. 2-0 the count. In 2019, Ohio lost game 1 5-1, won 4-3 in game 2, and that was the end of that series. I think that's where everybody looked at a puddle in the outfield. 2-0 is a ball. It is now 3-0. It had stopped raining in Athens, and the drainage system at the Ren wasn't top-notch at that point. And we all looked at a puddle for like an hour in the outfield, wondering if we could play. Pitch is a strike in the inside edge. It's 3-1. It had stopped raining. Everybody was looking at the puddle. Everyone took turns looking at the puddle. The puddle was not being drained. Miami boarded the bus and went home. And then Ohio saw them in the MAC tournament that year and won 6-5 in 17 innings. Runner breaks from first, pitch low, ball 4, bases loaded now. Sturrock at third, Richardson at second, Baker on at first. That is the 4th walk of the inning. So here's Xavier Hindigas. Bases loaded, 2 gone. Ohio on top 4-1 here in the top of the 5th. Ohio is a team with the bases loaded, is hitting 11 for 44. That's 250. Hindigas is 0 for 1 today with the walk. First pitch swinging, fouled it back to the screen. It's 0-1. For Hindigas, he is 1 for 5 with the bases loaded. Sacks packed with Cats, 2 gone, top of 5. 2 in already, 4-1 Ohio, and the pitch is a strike on a changeup. 0-2 on the 9-hole hitting shortstop. Bobcats have a chance to break this game wide open in the 5th inning. Against the Miami bullpen, it is Starr, right on right in the pitch. Bouncing ball to short, they should get out of it. Escala bobbled it. They should get out of it, didn't get out of it. Run comes in to score. Oh, it did hit the runner's leg as it went by. Oh, my. I took a look down for a moment. It hit off of the runner between second and third, and that was Richardson, and that ends the inning. That was a bouncer toward short. That was an easy play anyway. And moving from second to third on the play was Richardson. And apparently it just clipped off of him, and the inning is done. Nuts. Ohio leaves him loaded. And the Cats lead at 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Presented by Steak and Shake. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the fifth inning is on. Could have been a bigger inning for Ohio, but Ohio's runner, Michael Richardson, unfortunately was hit by the ball on a bouncer to short, and the inning ended. 2 in with 2 gone as we go to the bottom of the fifth, presented by Steak and Shake, as Eddie Cutt is still kicking and tossing for the Cats, and it's Krause to lead it off. 7, 8, and 9 for the Red Hawks. Right-handed hitting first baseman flips this towards first and dropped by Cale Baker in foul territory. I think Baker was surprised that he didn't catch the ball. He had the glove about belt buckle high, and he was between the bag and the coach's box at first, and he just dropped the ball. Well, we all make mistakes. And the pitch from Cutt. This is popped up. Shallow center. Out goes Richardson. Gives way to Hindigus, who makes the catch. So it happened the way it should have happened anyway on a pop out for Krause. Here's William Escala, their shortstop. William is given name. His friends call him Willie. At least the PA announcer here, who does a really nice job, calls him Willie. Very distinguished. He is, without a doubt, the best voiced PA announcer in the league. We'll raise that crowd mic so you can hear him next. Big swing and a miss for Escala, left-handed hitting shortstop. Missouri State in the Valley, I don't know what it is about the Ozarks, but everybody there has a great voice. Here, Steve Baker, the voice of the Red Hawks, has a great voice too. Everybody's got just great voices here. Pitch misses low on Escala. Can you sing too? No. Not like Steve, no. 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pulled the string on that. At 77 from Eddie Cutt. That's 6 strikeouts for Eddie Cutt. Here's Nick Neibauer, their left fielder. Bases cleared, 2 gone, bottom 5. Bouncing ball to the right side, off the diving glove of Baker, and it rolls towards second. Bare hand pickup, Hindigus, no play. So Baker was diving towards second at where would be the cut of the grass. So it's the cut of the green shaded field turf here. And it went off of that extended mitt. I'm not sure if there would have been a chance for a double anyway, but single for Niebauer, and here's Benji Brokman, their right-handed hitting right fielder. 2 gone, runner at first. Ohio on top, 4-1. We're in the 5th. And the pitch, cut on and driven down the line and right, curling towards the corner. Roush had a great jump, but he can't make the play. It's a foot fair, and it bounces out of play, and that saves a run. Oh, man. Did Ohio get lucky there? On a shot down the line and right, fair by a foot, maybe 3 feet in front of the wall, it bounded out of play. It is a ground rule double, and that saved a run. Here's Zach McDonald, for now anyway. But Cutt has a chance to get out of the inning right now. Oh, my. Down the line and right, now to play. McDonald bats, their right-handed hitting center fielder. Struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice today. 2 aboard, 2 gone. Cutt works from the wind now. And the pitch. There's a strike on a real slow one. It's 0-1. It is amazing anymore, and especially with 2 outs, a runner would have scored from first on a play like that anyway, but because of the rules of the game, you can't score on a ground ball, or rather a ground rule double, from first. Pitch misses low and outside. 1-1 the count. Second and third, the runners 2 gone. A little bit of haze over the ballpark now, and the pitch from Cutt. That missed low and away. Looked pretty good at 78. 2-1 the count. Look over to the Bobcat dugout. Tim Brown, Ohio's pitching coach, whose parents are listening today in Des Moines. He's charting every pitch, and he'll chart that this hit the left arm of McDonald, and the bases are loaded now. Broekman at third. Niebauer at third. Broekman at second. McDonald at first. Here's Cole Andrews. Be careful here. Andrews is third in the MAC and runs batted in. Andrews is third in the MAC in doubles. Andrews is really good. Open stance, right-handed box, and he takes a changeup low and away. It's 1-0. Big moment of the ball game here for Ohio. Bases loaded, 2 gone, bottom of the 5th. Cut needs 1 more out to qualify for the win. 1-0 pitch. Andrews takes a strike. Good pitch. There wasn't much he was going to do with that. Count level to ball and a strike. What are the chances that Andrews goes 0 for 3? Struck out in the first, struck out in the 4th. 1-1 pitch coming. Low and outside, 2-1 the count. A Red Hawk on every base. With Ohio on top by 3 here in the 5th. Here it is from Eddie Cutt. Ooh, that looked good. Just missed. 3-1. Ohio's dugout doesn't protest. Tim Brown flashes a couple of fingers to signify the pitch coming. 3-1. Fly ball, center field, hit deep. Going back, Peterson. Warning track at the wall. He's got it. Right in front of the wall. That ball was hit a ton, but it stays in the park. Left center field, Peterson had it read well the whole way. Miami leaves them loaded. Both teams do in the 5th. We go to the 6th. Cutt qualifies for the victory as Ohio's on top 4-1. Presented by Sizzlin' Steak and Shake. This is Bobcat Baseball. Whole lot of drama in the bottom of the 5th inning, and really in totality in the 5th inning in general. Ohio had him packed, didn't score. Red Hawks had him loaded, didn't score. But they nearly hit a grand slam with one of the better hitters in this league, Cole Andrews. He was a foot away from his 8th homer and 44 RBIs on the year. Instead, Isaiah Peterson made the catch, and it's a 4-1 score as we go to the 6th inning. Presented by Integrated Services. Healthy people, strong communities. That's Integrated Services. Starr back on the mound for Miami. And the Bobcats lead it off with Isaiah Peterson. Right on left, and the pitch is high. It is 1-0. That ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying, and it dropped down into the mitt of Isaiah Peterson, and Ohio's 3-run lead is intact. Starr, the relief pitcher, plunks Peterson on the 5 on his back. And if you're going to get hit by one, that's not a bad one to get hit by. And Ohio gets the leadoff man on here in the 6th inning. Here's A.J. Roush. Roush had a solo homer in the 1st to pop the top on this baby. Strikeout in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th. Ohio on top by 3. Will 4 runs win it is the question. And the pitch. Breaking ball strike at 76 on the inside edge. It is 0-1. A little bit more hazy clouds over the ballpark now. Lights still on here. But way warmer than we've had the last couple of weekends for sure. 0-1 the count. Here it is from Starr. Bouncing ball to third. Should be 2. On to second, 1. On to first. Stretch and a scoop. Got him. Double play. Lester to Zapp to Kraus. Tinker to Evers to Chance. And it's a double play. 5-4-3. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. That is double play number 25 for the Red Hawks this year. A team that has erred 57 times. The 9th best fielding ball club in this 11-team league. Kasperbauer grounded out, popped out, and walked. And fires on the first one and pops it up foul. Third base side out of play. Nice crowd here at the ballpark. 600 permanent seats, says their website. There's chair seating behind the plate, and then bench seating behind the dugouts, both sides. And the pitch. Strike on the outside edge. That's the official attendance, 327 today. Looks like more. Everybody seems to be having a good time before their Friday night in Oxford, which always is interesting. Pitch low and outside. 1-2 the count. 2 gone, bases clear. Top of the 6th, 4-1 Ohio. What they lack in total number of establishments, they make up for in fun. 1-2 pitch. That was low and inside. He tried to hold up, couldn't. Strike 3. Cats go down 3 up, 3 down in essence in the inning, but there was a hit batter, double play, strikeout. Through with 5.5, presented by Integrated Services on a Friday in Southwest Ohio. Ohio on top 4-1 on Miami. Thanks for listening. This is old school stuff today. No video stream, just me, and I love it. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the 6th inning is on from Miami. At McKee Field at Hayden Park, Ohio on top 4-1. And Eddie Cutt back out there. Ohio starter today. Miami's already gone to the pen. Parker Lester leads it off. Or Lester Parker. He's their third baseman, and he shoots this down the line and left towards the corner. Hit well and just foul. That was on a line that was not a threat to get out, but it would have been an extra base hit. Miami left him loaded in the 5th. Ohio left him loaded in the 5th. Cats had a man on the 6th. And we'll see what Miami does here with the heart of the lineup. For Miami Ball Club, that comes in at 17-23. And 12-15 in the league. At home, they're 7-10. Away from home, they're 9-13. Smashed on the ground into right for a base hit. Second hit of the day for Parker Lester. Here's David Novak. Leadoff man on in the sixth. Miami started the year taking 2 of 3 from UT Martin. Skyhawks, they lost 2 of 3 to Ryder. They were swept by Georgia Southern. That was their non-con before the start of MAC play. There's a strike from Cut. It's 0-1. They lost 3 one-run games to Georgia Southern, who is near the top of the Sun Belt. 4-3, 9-8, 10-9. Swinging to Tapper found the Red Hawk dugout. 0-2 the count. They also lost to Indiana 15-2 in Bloomington. They started off MAC play by sweeping BG. And my goodness, did they. 1-2 pitch from Eddie Cut. Fly ball down the line and right. Roush with a great run, sprinting over there and just foul. He lost his lid too as he ended up against the retaining fence that goes from the dugout to the outfield fence. That was a foot foul. He made that closer than it probably should have been. 0-2 the count, nobody gone, runner at first, 4-1 Ohio in the bottom of the sixth. Miami in that series here. 1-2-0, 15-1, 13-3, 10-3. They outscored them 40-7. Wow. 0-2 pitch from Cut. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First base occupied. It was dropped by Minzy. There's a K for Cut with a K. That's 7 for Eddie. Here's Brian Zapp. Zapp, their left-handed hitting shortstop, who is hitless in a couple of plate appearances. They then lost to Central Michigan 2-0, 5-4, 8-2, and 13-1. So they followed up a sweep of BG by being swept by the best team in the league. Dancing around at first, it is Parker Lester, and the first one to Zapp is a strike. It's 0-1. They then dropped 2 of 3 to Toledo. The win was 14-13 in 12 innings. That was at scenic Scott Park. Pitch misses inside. 1-1 the count on Brian Zapp. The fourth game of that series was washed away, and they'll actually play that on Tuesday in Toledo to make up that fourth game of the series. 1-1 pitch. Strike on the outside edge. That was a dart on the outside black to the left-handed hitter. They split the series with Northern Illinois. In DeKalb. 4-2 win, 7-5 win, lost 3-2 and 6-2. Northern was swept by Ball State last weekend in a wraparound series at Ralph McKenzie Field. Throw to first, chases the runner back. They beat Wright State in the Nuxall Classic 15-12. 1-2 hit on the ground to first. Baker, belt buckle high hop, goes to the bag for 1. On to second for 2. They got him with the tag. Hindigus snuck in there. The throw was on time and on target, and a 3-6 double play. Ohio's 21st twin killing this season turns the Red Hawks away in the 6th. Presented by Integrated Services. 4-1 Ohio on top. We go to the 7th in Oxford. This is Bobcat Baseball. They didn't. It is 4, 5, and 6 scheduled. Star still out there. That's Star with 2 R's. Where's 31? The freshman righty out of the pen for Tyler Ronovich. And the first one's a ball to Mason Minzy. It's 1-0. We'll check max scores as we go along here in the 7th. Qdoba stands for flavor. East State Street in Athens or online at Qdoba.com. And I'm very hungry. Double meat burrito would sound real good about now. It might be extra at other places, but not at Qdoba. 2-1. There's a strike. It's 2-2. Kent State 6, Akron nothing. Low in the field turf. There's no dirt on this field. It's 3-2. I think one of those games is played at Canal Park, but I'm not 100% sure on that. At least they used to. Good at-bat here for Minzy. 3-2 the count to lead off the 7th. And the pitch. Swing 6. That somehow eluded the bat. It's back-to-back strikeouts from the 6th to the 7th inning for Star. Here's Spencer Harbert. Brought in a run with a little duck snort single in the 3rd. Reached on an error in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. 1 gone, bases clear, top of 7 of the pitch from Stars. Chopped foul up the first base side. Eastern Michigan 2, Bowling Green 1. That's in the top of the 4th from historic Ostrike. Battle of the top 2 teams in the league right now. Central Michigan and Ball State scoreless in the bottom of the 7th in Muncie. 0-1 pitch. Harbert takes low. One non-conference series this weekend. Let's Go P and Toledo tied at 2. Austin P and Toledo. They're in the top of the 6th. Austin P fired their head coach already this year. 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball headed up the middle. It's there for a base hit. Solid contact and right up the middle for Spencer Harbert. Good day for him. He's been on base 3 times, 2 hits. Here's Will Sturrock. Sturrock, Ohio's DH, in this broadcast via the internet, so you can look it up. Look up Fly Williams, Austin P. And you'll see some cool stuff on the lineage of him and Let's Go P. That's P-E-A-Y. Next one's popped up. This is into right, way up there. Coming in on it now is Brokmond, and he makes the one-handed catch with sunglasses on. 2 gone. Back to first goes Harbert. We saw Austin P in basketball before. They've played at Ohio in football. Austin P. Here's Michael Richardson. Runner at first, 2 gone, top of the 7th, and they do have the stretch queued up here. Not like those unstretched playing folks up in Mount Pleasant. They don't play the stretch. They do here in Oxford because they are civilized. No, they are up there too. They just didn't play it, which was curious. I couldn't understand that. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Or maybe I am for a variety of reasons, but I thought the stretch should have been played. 0-1 pitch, 2 gone, runner at first, and it's a strike on Michael Richardson, who walked in the 5th, popped out in the 4th, sacrifice in the 2nd. There is one final in the league. Northern Illinois struggles continue. Western Michigan 7, NIU 1. That in Southwest Michigan today. 1-2 low, 2-2 the count. Ohio will see WMU at the finale of the season, and hopefully they bring some donuts with them. Richardson, Ohio's 7-hole hitting second baseman. 4-1 Ohio here in the 7th. Here it is from Starr. Turned on to left, deep, way back there, warning track back to the wall, gone. A Bobcat blast for Michael Richardson, and Ohio leads it 6-1. Might have done it before, but 6 runs, you got to feel real good now against your rival. Michael Richardson with a big fly to left. That was big-time solid contact to the left of the scoreboard, and it got out of here. 6-1 Cats. Second homer of the ball game. The first one started the scoring, and maybe the second one finishes it up. 2 gone in the 7th, and Richardson with a big fly. Home run number 2, RBI's 14-15. Ball club's 34th home run this year. Fly ball down the line and left, foul by Cale Baker. How about the 2-out approach today for Ohio? 4 of Ohio's 6 runs have come with 2 outs. And in fact, 5 of Ohio's 6 runs have come with 2 outs. Baker floats one foul, first base side out of play. 2-out hitting. That's the kind of stuff that if you're going to qualify for the MAC tournament, you have to do. And Ohio right now doing it today against their rival. Baker with 2 strikes and nothing on him. That's low and outside. It's 1-2. Now the scoreboard's just over the 376 marker in left. Left center field, and that was just to the left of that. It didn't clear the wall by a ton, but all you need to do is send it up over the boards. 1-2 pitch to Baker. Low and away, 2-2. Ohio's had some good approaches at the plate today. They really have. And thus, on top by 5. Next one's low. This is a good at-bat for Baker, too. He started down in the hole 0-2. He's up 3-2 in the count now. Bases clear, 2 gone. Ohio on top 6-1. Here it is at full. Baker swings and flies it to center. It's playable. Coming in on it, McDonald. He's there and makes the catch. But Michael Richardson makes it a 6-1 ball game with the 2-run tater to left. Stretch time at Oxford, and Ohio on top by 5. Presented by Qdoba. This is Bobcat Baseball. Participation in the stretch here was subpar. But they played the song, and that was nice. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-1, Ohio with the lead. Well, to be fair, they're down by 5, and maybe they want to produce a rally, and Eddie cuts on there, and the first offering was a strike. The second one hit the batter Kraus, and it's a leadoff man on the 7th. There is activity in Ohio's pen with the Bobcats up by 5. Here's William Escala, who tripled back in the 3rd. Six, 5, and 0 for Ohio. 1-5-1 for Miami. Cut trying to get through the 7th and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Still has good funky movement on that change of pace. 78 miles per hour says the scoreboard gun. It is 0-1. Throw to first, chases the runner back. We've recalculated, and there might be 6 hits for Miami. Yes. All the I's are dotted and T's crossed here. Pitch misses low and away. 1-1 the count. He was scoring to bunt and pulled it back. Escala, speedy, 8-man in the lineup. Next one, inside. Oh, that hit him too. Barely clipped the uniform top. That didn't leave a mark at all, but it does on the scorebook. Back-to-back HBPs to start off the 7th inning. Nick Neibauer, their left fielder, who has 24 runs batted in this year, 2 long ones and a .270 hitter, who is 1-for-2 today. Their 9-man hits now. Do you feel comfortable with the 6-1 lead? Probably not with runners on first and second here. And we'll see how long of the leash it is for Cut here in the 7th. Looks at the runner at second. And the pitch. Squared to bunt. Fouled it off. That was a bad effort at a bunt. Looking for Cut's pitch count here. With Ohio on top 6-1 in the 7th. First and second, the runners, nobody gone. Bottom of the 7th, Ohio up 5. Bluff move back to second. His next pitch will be his 83rd. 57 of the 82 have been in the zone or offered at. 0-1 pitch coming. Square to bunt, pulled it back. Took a ball up and away. Left-handed hitting Neibauer. Count level at a ball and a strike. So 5 of Ohio's 6 runs have come with 2 outs. Cut has gotten out of trouble in the 5th. That's when they had him loaded. Bunt put down. This is a good bunt. Will do the job. Charging Casper Bauer. Scoops, throws, got him. Good play. There wasn't much time for him to actually glove it, exchange, and throw. But he did, and did it well. It is a sacrifice complete. 2-3. I'm sorry, 5-3. 2-3. 5-3. And here's Benji Brokman, their right fielder. So runners on second and third here for the Redhawks. Ohio on top by 5. Activity in Ohio's pen. And the pitch, he went on a breaking ball low and away. He did offer. It is 0-1. It appears to be Brett Manis up in Ohio's pen. And with 1 gone in the 7th, they'd love to get another out of Cut. This is fouled off at the plate, off the nub of the bat. He didn't mean to swing, but it came inside so much that he, off the handle, just hopped it foul. So we have a big guy to get in their lineup. 351 hitter. Has a single and a double today, and he inside out at a fisted fly ball foul just to the screen at the base of the Bobcat dugout. So an inside-out swing is where the hands are way out ahead. And that went off of the handle of the bat, basically. 0-2 the count, 1 gone. Cut with 7 strikeouts today. Brings it home. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Casper Bauer's coming home. He is dead to rights. One gone. What a play. On contact, Casper Bauer threw home, and he was out by 40 feet. And basically, he could have turned around and gone back to third, but didn't. Two gone in the frame. Brokmond grounds out into a fielder's choice, so he's on at first. Krause is out at home. Escala to second. Bouncing ball just wide of third, foul. That was a good swing by McDonald, and he fouled it off. 0-1. Be careful with him, too. He is a 300 hitter. He has 6 long balls. Today, he struck out, was hit, grounded into a fielder's choice. 6-1 Ohio, last of the 7th, presented by Qdoba. Ohio on top by 5. Cut, inching closer to 100 pitches. Cut, trying to close out the 7th. This is the 2-man in their lineup, their right-handed hitting center fielder. Good pitch, just didn't get a call on the outside edge. 1-1 the count. Cut looks into the sign from Mason Minzy. Look at the runner at second in the pitch. There's a strike. 78. 1-2 the count. A little bit of hazy cloudiness overhead. Temperatures in the 60s. It's a really nice day in Southwest Ohio. And the 1-2 pitch is high. 2-2. On at second is Escala. On at first is Brokmond. The 2-2 pitch with 2 gone from Eddie Cut. Low. Nice save by Minzy. Counts run full now. You would figure this would be the end of the line, regardless of the outcome. Obviously, for Cut, he wants to get out of the inning. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, bottom 7, Cats up 5. Runners go, line drive, left field, base hit. Hitting third is Scala, he'll score. Brokman flying around third. The throw to the plate is there, late. Head first slide, 2-run single, 6-3 Bobcats. Zach McDonald comes through, RBIs 20 and 21. The throw came to second, and Brokmond was just barely around third when it was made. And because the throw went to second, that's why McDonald's on at first. Tim Brown out of the Bobcat dugout. Ohio's likable pitching coach out to the mound. And we'll see if this indeed is the end of the line for Eddie Cut, with Brett Manis waiting in the wings. It's 6-3 now on Miami's 7th hit of the day. And it will be Cut to stay in. .94 pitches, thank you, right now for Eddie Cut. So Ohio's closer is ready. But they'll go with the Friday starter here with 2 gone and a runner at first. And Ohio on top, 6-3. Here's Cole Andrews and the pitch. That hit the mitt, apparently out of the zone. To the right-handed hitter, it's 1-0. Andrews 0 for 3, and that third was a foot away from being a grand slam in the 5th inning. Crouches as he waits, open stance, close to the plate, bouncing ball wide of third, foul. Count level at a ball and a strike. The thing about that fly ball, too, is it took a long time to happen. The ball was in the air for a long time. It was hit way up in the air, and it nearly went out of here, but it was caught by Peterson in left center. 1-1 the count, 2 gone, bottom of the 7th, 2 already in for Miami, 6-3 Ohio, and this slider sweeps low and outside. 2-1 the count. Manis is done throwing in the Bobcat pen. He is warm and ready. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Back-to-back hit batters to start the inning. Sacrifice, fielder's choice, single. Here we are with Andrews. Wears 15 in red, crouches, looks very hitterish. He's a 3-0-2 hitter in the pitch. Locked him up, it's a strike. 3-2 the count. He's got a protective guard on his left shin. Pant legs pulled down at the top of those red Adidas kicks. 2 batting gloves. Tugs the bill of the helmet. Bat sits on his right shoulder. Payoff pitch, runner goes. Popped up into right. It doesn't even get there. Richardson at second makes the catch, and the inning is over. And Eddie Cutt safely through 7 today, but the Redhawks do plate 2 runs. 6-3 as we go to the 8th from Oxford. This is Bobcat Baseball. You heard the man. Xavier Hendigas leads it off for Ohio here in the top of the 8th inning. 6-3 Cats. Game 1 of this 4-gamer. A titanic struggle here between the red and white and green and white. Hendigas, Ohio's 9-man. And there's the strike. It's 0-1. No day baseball in the bigs today. Everything is tonight in the major leagues. Star still in there for Miami. Hendigas waits, and this is flown foul. First base side out of play. The Reds are in Denver. The Reds have 3 wins. They're 3-16. Wow. 0-2 hit on the ground toward short. Charging on it is Escala, bobbled by Escala. And he's 6. That is Miami's second error of the day. Yes. And that is, error number 59 on their year. That's a lot. Here's Isaiah Peterson. Pete grounded out, walked, fielder's choice, and was hit. So hitless today. Fastball misses up and away from Star. Well, it wasn't a fastball. It was 78, so it wasn't that fast. Where are the Guardians tonight? They are in Oakland. Savali v. Montas at 9:40 at the Coliseum. There's a fly ball hit into right center. Over to his left, McDonald. He's there. Very medium depth right center field. And Pete hitless today, though he was on base twice. One gone, runner at first. 6-3, Ohio with the lead here in the top of the eighth. Here's A.J. Roush, who had a solo homer in the first. Cubs and Brewers at formerly Miller Park, American Family Field in Milwaukee tonight. Pitch misses low and inside to A.J. Roush. Cardinals host the Diamondbacks. Once you get into southern Indiana, that's kind of the blend between Reds and Cardinals country down there. So just to our west. Pitch misses low on A.J. Roush. 2-0. There's a whole lot of blending of fan bases in this part of the country for sure. Reds country might have your stray Indian fan. Guardian fan. 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1. And then, of course, with the amount of students from the Chicagoland area here at Miami, this is basically Chicago Southeast, the suburbs and that. There are a whole lot of Cubs fans down here probably, and White Sox fans too. Runner breaks from first, hit and run on, bouncing ball over the outstretched glove of Lester at third. Hit and run executed to perfection. Runners on first and third now. And a little Baltimore chop in Oxford, Ohio. Roush on with his second hit on the day. Taking third is Hindigus. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. Runners on the corners with one gone. 6-3 Cats were in the eighth. Another insurance tally wouldn't be a bad thing. And the pitch to Kasperbauer. High chopper to the right of the mound. Star there. Doesn't have a play at home. Underhand toss to the bag at first in time for the out. Kasperbauer on the ground out. Brings in Ohio's seventh run. Scoring from third on the play is Hindigus. Because it was to the right of the mound and on the follow-through, Star had no chance to get anything on a throw to the plate. If he threw it, it probably would have gone to the backstop. But instead went to first for the out. Cats on top by 4. Mason Minzy takes a strike. It is 0-1. It is graduation weekend in Athens. Grad weekend here a couple of weekends from now. 2 weekends from now. That will be lovely. 1-1 the count. I'm sure both of these campuses just look awesome on graduation weekend. 2 quintessentially collegiate campuses. Athens and Oxford for sure. 2 gone, runner at second, swing and a miss. Actually, a little foul tip for Minzy. It is 1-2. Saw the pictures of Bobcat student athletes getting their diplomas today. That was cool to see some of the pictures on social media. Congratulations, you did it. Now go get a job. 1-2, fly ball to left. Hit pretty well. Moving back on it, Niebauer. He's at the track. He's there, and he makes the catch. And the inning's done. Ohio gets a run on a ground out. 3. Bobcat Baseball on the Radio is presented by Hugh White. If the deal's right, it must be Hugh White. Cats on top 7-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. From Oxford, this is Bobcat Baseball. Not a safe situation for Brett Manis, and you can't create your own safe situation, so he was warm, he's ready, he comes in to try to close it out. You could get a hold. 7-3 the score. Ohio on top as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Left on left here to start, and the first one misses low and inside. On Parker Lester, or Lester Parker. 1-0 pitch. High chopper back to the mound. Manis there. Head high hop, underhand toss halfway between the mound and first. And there's 1 up, 1 down. Manis, the senior out of Port Huron, Michigan. This is his 12th appearance. He's 3-2 with the 4.35 ERA. Now 21 innings of work, 22 hits, 14 runs, 10 earned. How about this strikeout to walk ratio? 29-6. Opposition hitting .272 against him. And David Novak fouls it off first base side, out of play. It is 0-1. 7-3 Bobcats were in the 8th. Ohio trying to get to 11-10 in MAC play and 19-17 overall. Left on right, Manis brings it home. Fouled off again, first base side, out of play. 0-2. Hope I don't have a parking ticket. In the lot outside of the ballpark, first base side. A trick to the trade, I'll tell you in a second here. 0-2. Little fisted fly ball into shallow right. Dumps in for a base hit and took a weird field turf bounce for some reason. It is a single for Novak. Here's Brian Zapp. Whenever I go to shoot-arounds and I'm driving, I place a business card with the Bobcat logo and my title. It's not like I'm not like president or anything. But anyway, I leave it on the dash there thinking, oh, they might understand there's a game going on. We're not going to ticket him. It works 60% of the time. It works every time. Pitch misses up and away. It's 1-0. Like a cologne that you might have purchased. Brian Zapp is the batter. Runner at first. 1 gone. 1-0 the count. Left on left. Here it is. Bouncing ball to second. Should be 2. On to second one. On to first. Rack 'em up. Double play. And a big old fist pump from Minzy, who is backing up the play. And banging the helmet into the field turf is Brian Zapp. And he's been zapped in a 4-6-3 twin killing. Cats cruise into the 9th with a 7-3 advantage in Oxford. This is Bobcat Baseball. Ninth inning of Bobcat baseball. Internet audio is presented by CareSource, Individual and Family Insurance. CareSource, covered with kindness. If Rob Cornelius were on this broadcast and if he were delivering his keys for the ninth, he would say get a couple of more runs and then get 3 outs in the bottom of the ninth and get out of here with a Game 1 victory in the series. And 7-3 is the score. Will 7 runs win it? Spencer Harbert bats now to lead it off. Harbert, Sturrock, Richardson against Starr with 2 R's. A freshman out of Avon. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Harbert was trying to hit it over the scoreboard and came up empty. It is 0-2. Spencer today's had a good day. On base 3 times. Singled in the third to bring in a run. Ohio was on top 2-1 at that point. Cats have never trailed today. And the pitch from Starr, fisted to the screen and over the screen, actually, behind the Bobcat dugout. 0-2. That nearly hit that dog again. It's in the line of fire. Well, that'd be a cute little photo on Instagram, wouldn't it? A dog with a batter's helmet on. 0-2 the count. They take the rivalry very seriously in this press box. 0-2 popped up over our heads, back at home out of play. This is a nice press box, although the windows in front of us don't open, and it's as if there's a tint on them, so it's like you're watching the game through sunglasses. But it's better than being outside, although could work on the tan tomorrow. Like we're back at the CBI. 0-2 pitch. Low, 1-2 the count. Harbert, Sturrock, and Richardson scheduled here against Starr. Back to scenic Uptown, Middletown tonight, where I wonder what a Friday night is like there. 1-2, lays the bat on it, floats it out to left, base hit. Spencer Harbert cooking around first. He's going to try it, and he is there with a stand-up double. You don't have to hit the ball with some kind of crazy launch angle or exit velocity. Combined, Harbert has 2 hits that might have been 60 miles per hour off the bat. It's a single and a double for him today, in addition to another single. That's 3 hits for Spencer Harbert. And a leadoff 2-bagger here. He said he's feeling good, and he is. Here is Will Sturrock. So if anyone has suggestions for a Middletown Friday night, you can tweet at me if you wish. Sturrock squared to bunt, ran up against it, offered. It's 0-1. Lots of good stuff there? Yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Well, they got a Frickers there, and that's always fun. Might get my tires rotated. That sounds fun. 0-1 the pit. Well, it could. It depends on where you're at. 1-1 the count. Sturrock's had a good day. On with the double. Brought in 2 with that double in the 5th. I guess technically you can get your tires rotated in a lot of places, but they might not give you your hubcaps back. This is popped up. This is into right center field. McDonald's there, comes in, and he sets up a throw after the catch. Harbert getting into third, slides. Ooh, my, they got him. That's a double play. The third baseman there, Lester, he slow played it all because he was not giving off the body language that the throw was coming until it actually got there. Harbert did slide. It was an off-balance sort of awkward head and feet first combined, and that is an 8-5 double play. Don't see that very often. Here's Michael Richardson. He homered in the 7th. 2-run shot. Ohio on top 7-3, and the first one from Starr misses. It's 1-0. Only the veterans will know this line. You see that sign that says rib tips? Rib tips? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm from the south side of Chicago. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 1-1. You'd know that if you were making the trip to Wally World. But the park's closed, and the moose out front will tell you. 1-1 the count, 2 gone, bases clear, top of 9. This bounced in 58 feet. 2-1 the count. All grins when the Cats are on top by 4. And this game 1 of a very important 4-game series for both ball clubs. Ohio trying to anchor down the top 4. Pitch to Richardson low, checked it up. 3-1 the count. Ohio led 1-0, 2-1, 4-1, 6-1, 6-3, 7-3. And you are up to date. Starr from the stretch in the pitch. Fisted foul to the screen. There's not much give to the screen here. It is very taut, very tight. Nice ballpark. Built in 2002, but it looks newer than that. A lot of ground to sit on the grass. Just lean up against a rail, watch the game. There's a comebacker, shot through the middle and into center for a base hit. Richardson absolutely scalded that ball. On the follow-through for the right-handed pitcher, he nearly caught it. It was basically glove high. And it went right past him for a single for Richardson. Second hit of the inning, here's Cale Baker. Baker on base with the walk in the 5th. Strikeout, fly out, fly out. Not a lot of Middletown suggestions coming in. Two gone here in the 9th. Cale Baker bats. And the pitch. It's low from Starr. On the air tomorrow. On the internet tomorrow at 12:50 or thereabouts for a 1 o'clock first pitch of a 7-inning game, then a 9-inning game. And these people are going to, I'm going to wear out my welcome tomorrow, probably. They'll have to listen to me for 16 innings of baseball. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Two gone, runner at first. Top of the 9th, Ohio on top by 4. Hits level at 8. Ohio with 2 homers in this game. Richardson and Roush, the R&R boys. 1-1, low. 2-1. So it's Central, Ball State, Toledo, and then Ohio. Then Kent State and Miami. That's the top 6 in the league. We'll give you an updated score on Central and Ball State coming up here. 2-1 the count, 2 gone. Runner at first, Ohio up 4. Baker swings and lines it to second, right at Zapp. Plays it one-handed off his left shoulder, and the inning's done. We head to the bottom of the 9th, presented by CareSource. Ohio 7, Miami 3. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bottom of the ninth is on. Welcome back to McKee Field at Hayden Park in Oxford, Ohio. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Thanks for making Bobcat Baseball a part of your Friday, wherever you are on this Friday. If you are 1 or 2 in after 5 o'clock somewhere, thanks for listening. Brett Manis on to the bottom of the ninth, and the first pitch is a big swing and a miss. It is 0-1 on Steven Krause. He was trying to hit a 4-run homer to lead off the inning. He was hit by a pitch in the 7th, pumped out in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd. Hits here now against Brett Manis in the 9th. And the pitch. Low it in. 1-1. Final score in Muncie. Is that a final? No. Bottom of the 8th inning. Ball State 3, Central Michigan 1. 1-1. Another swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Central came in 21-1 in the league. Ball State is 19-4. 1-2. Bouncing ball to the, watch out, Red Hawk dugout. And that nearly hit a couple of people on the ricochet. Everybody's okay. 1-2. Bottom of the 8th inning in Toledo. Tied at 2, Governors and Rockets, Austin Peay and UT. It's a nice season for UT. They're 22-17, 16-11. 1-2 pitch from Manis. Swing and a foul tip, caught by Minzy. Strike 3. You heard that little ping. And then the caught. Strike 3 by Manis. Krause goes down on strikes. 1 gone in the 9th. Pinch hitter. J.J. Woolwine. Out of suburban Indianapolis. He's from Fishers, Indiana. Redshirt freshman J.J. Woolwine is an outfielder. Woolwine has started 27 games. He's a .304 hitter. 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. First pitch hacking off the beam that supports the screen behind the plate. Bounces out to the third base coach's box. It is 0-1. Cut stands to be the winner. To improve to 3-3 on the year. Manis drops in a breaking ball strike. 2 strikes and nothing on J.J. Woolwine. Today's starter for Miami is on the hook for the loss. Ronovich would go to 2-3. 1-2 the count, 1 gone. Bases clear, bottom of the 9th. Ohio on top, 7-3. Some hazy cloudiness overhead. Manis brings it home. That hit the left shoulder. Oh, he's going to be forced to stay right there. The home plate umpire said he leaned into the pitch. Tim Catton said, no. You're staying right here. 2-2 the count. And Danny Hayden is not happy. And did somebody get tossed here? Well, they're going to call it a strikeout on the lean in. Wow. And now Danny Hayden turns around and walks to the plate. He's wondering about what's going on. Pinch hitter here. 2 gone because of the lean in. And the Red Hawks are down to their final out. Pinch hitter now, Dalton Back, catcher from Columbus, Indiana. First pitch swinging, fly ball foul. That's southeast of Indianapolis on the way to Louisville. Dalton Back is a .213 hitter, right-handed hitter. Takes one low, count level to ball and a strike. 2 gone in the 9th. Bases clear. Ohio on top 7-3. Ohio has not trailed today. Manis wipes to a new pitch. And the 1-1 offering. Low and in. 2-1. Ohio's pitching coach said that May is the time for contenders. 2-1. Fouled back to the screen. It's 2-2. It is not officially May yet, but you get the spirit of the saying. On this April the 29th, when the calendar flips to May, is Ohio going to be in the top 4? And a win in this series would go a long way to solidifying that. 2-2 pitch with 2 gone. Called! Strike 3. Paint this one green and white. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. 7-3 over Miami in the 250th all-time baseball Battle of the Bricks. Ohio now has 135 wins against their rivals from Southeast Ohio. Cats win it 7-3. Line score in the contest for Ohio, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Miami, 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Winning pitcher is Brett Manis. He is 3-3. Losing pitcher is Tyler Ronovich. He is 2-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Crowd of around 400 here to see it. Bobcats improved to 19-17 and 11-10 in the MAC. Miami falls to 17-24 and 12-16 in the MAC. Bobcat Baseball on the Radio is presented by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, Q White, and CareSource. Next broadcast for you, doubleheader tomorrow. Airtime 12:50. First pitch 1 o'clock for a 7-inning contest. 9-inning game to follow. Ohio will have a chance to win the series tomorrow and go a long way in solidifying their spot in the top 4 in the MAC. Remember, the 4 teams at the top of the league qualify